Namaste and welcome to VD Decode YouTube channel.
Imagine you have the smartest encyclopedia in the world sitting on your desk. You ask it a question, and it instantly prints out a brilliant, detailed answer. But that's where it stops. It gives you piles of info, but you're the one who has to actually use it. If you ask a typical AI chatbot to plan a marketing campaign, it doesn't launch the campaign for you. It hands you a long to-do list. You still have to do all the clicking, emailing, and organizing to make that plan a reality. Today's AI models are assistants. They are great at generating text, but they can't actually step into your digital tools and do the work on your behalf. This means that even with all this technology, the hardest parts of your job, the execution and the follow-through, still sit squarely on your shoulders. Think about what happens when you hire a smart new intern. You don't just ask them for a list of ideas, you give them a project and expect them to finish it. This is the shift toward agentic AI. Instead of asking a single question, you give the AI a goal, like researching your top 5 competitors and drafting a report. The AI takes over from there, breaking it into steps and handling them one by one. Software is becoming action-oriented. We're moving away from tools that only talk and towards systems that can make decisions and use other digital tools to reach a goal. An AI agent is a digital coworker. It's someone or something that you manage rather than just a tool you use. To work on its own, an agent uses a specific process to keep itself on track. It's a continuous loop of reasoning and acting. First, it thinks. When you give an agent a big objective, it reasons through the problem, mapping out a plan of all the individual tasks it needs to complete. Then it acts. The agent reaches out into the digital world, using specialized connections to open web browsers, search for information, and collect the data it needs. If the agent hits a snag, like a website that won't load, it doesn't just stop. It looks at what went wrong, remembers that mistake, and finds a new way to get the job done. This constant cycle of thinking and doing allows AI to handle the messy, unpredictable nature of the internet without a human having to tell it exactly what to do at every single step. We're already seeing these digital workers in action. Early projects like AutoGPT and new platforms like Manus have shown that AI can successfully take a mission and solve it piece by piece. Tools like OpenAI's Operator can actually take control of a web browser. They can click links and fill out forms just like you would. There are even agents for specialized jobs. Devin AI is an autonomous software engineer that writes its own code, finds its own bugs, and fixes them without help. This chart highlights why businesses are so interested. On the left, agents can work 24/7 without getting tired. They also have a huge cost advantage. Once set up, asking it to do 1,000 more tasks costs almost exactly the same as doing just one. Because these agents are doing the actual work, the way companies pay for software is changing. You won't just pay a monthly fee for a tool you have to operate yourself. Instead, you'll be paying for the results. You're essentially hiring digital labor. India is currently the world's hub for services like coding, data management, and customer support. Because so many people here handle these tasks, the idea of an infinite digital workforce leads to an obvious question. Will these agents replace the human employees doing those jobs today? Most companies are looking at a hybrid pod model. This means teams are restructured so that humans and AI work together. The human provides the strategy and the final check, while the AI does the execution. The AI takes over the repetitive parts of the job, like filing data or checking errors, leaving the human free to focus on the things only we can do. This shift elevates the human role. We stop being the ones who just follow a process, and we become the directors who manage the creativity and the client relationships. Giving AI the power to act on its own does come with risks. These systems can still hallucinate, which means they might confidently make a mistake without realizing they've done anything wrong. This graphic shows the challenges we face. On the right, we see error cascades. Because an agent works independently, a tiny mistake at the beginning of a project can grow and spread until the entire project fails. To prevent this, we need new safety rules. We have to build digital guardrails that keep the agent on the right path and ensure it always asks for human approval before making a big decision. We are moving past the time where we type a question and wait for an answer. We are starting to work with digital partners that can take a goal and help us reach it.